I'm Captain Eric Wiberg. I'm a maritime historian. I grew up in the Bahamas. When I was 15, I found an airplane on the reef. Made no sense to me. Couldn't figure it out. I was immortal though, wasn't I? I had the rest of my life to live. So I lived my life. Went to school in New England, went to England, lived in Asia, ran ships, went 4 times around the world. Still didn't solve this mystery. Then I started reuniting dead sailors and servicemen with their families from World War II, writing a lot of books about it. And my main recipe for hope was imbued in us by our parents. My mother, a professional athlete who coached me to be really a swimmer, told us, don't give up. Never, ever give up. My father said, always give back. We give you this lovely education, you go around the world, you must give back. So I wrote books for the Bahamian people about the Bahamas, which is a fairly small country. My mother got ill. My marriage fell apart. I went home numerous times to be by her bedside. It was a long illness. Then a young person in our family died during the pandemic. And someone else was injured. And it was so stressful. And I resolved to find that plane. And so I did. I set out to do it. And I didn't give up. I went swimming every day, 3 times a day in the winter by myself. All manner of help and assistance had been promised, but I just went without. And I found the plane. It was in front of the Bob Marley Resort, and his stepson, Bob Marley's stepson, Jay, helped me. So I found it, and it was so emotional when I found it. This is what it looked like. I knew I found it when I found those 4 propellers, these huge propellers. Big airplane. So it's a B-26 Marauder, piloted by Jack Wood and Maurice O'Neill, and the nieces and nephews of those pilots taught me, don't die out there, Eric, because, our uncles died. So you don't repeat their mistakes. And I did. And I handed day by day, piece by piece, 45 pieces to my father, who saw the Nazis come through his country in World War II. And it brought him closure and joy, and me as well. And then together we resolved to give it all away. Even though I had not many assets, we gave it away to the National Museum, and that was so liberating. And that's how I used hope, and I used the 2 aspects my parents imbued in us, which is, don't give up and give it back. To find something I'd lost for 35 years, give something to my father, and make myself happy, and reunite me with the child I'd been at the deathbed of my mother. And that's my story of a recipe for hope.